life. You can prove them wrong. So who are those people? You can just give me thumbs up, or you can just give me a smile in the chat box, that those people only who want to say that I was a diabetic, I'm not no more. So wish you all the best and enjoy the session. So I invite Vaibhav Chen.
So thank you, Shruti, for the wonderful introduction. And I really look forward to see all your expectations coming true with this session, right? So good evening, everyone. Once again, this is Vaibhav Jain logging in from Delhi, Mathura. So first of all, I introduce myself. I am Vaibhav and I'm part of this Wellsense community for more than 5 years. And it's my pleasure to host you this evening with Mr. Hariharan, who had been my coach, and he had been a very big mentor, and he has been an asset to the Wellsense community for long years. So I believe, friends, if you are here today, so be with me and keep showering your interest, keep asking questions, and keep interacting, because this session is not going to be just a one-way communication, right? And I believe that people who are today in this session, the life will not be the same again. And trust me, if you have this thought in your mind, can my diabetes be reversed? Can I get rid of my medicines? Is there any way how it can be done, or whether it is true? So keep all your questions ready, because in the next 40 to 45 minutes, you will be totally transformed in terms of how you used to think about this ailment. And trust me, friend, this is not a disease, it's just an ailment, a lifestyle disorder, a condition which we humans have created in our minds. तो आप सभी का स्वागत है इस सेशन में, एंड मैं वैभव आपको आने वाले 20 से 25 मिनट में कुछ ऐसी चीजें शेयर करूंगा. आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर फ्यू थिंग्स which will which will take care of all your myths. अगर आपके कोई doubts हैं, myths हैं, वो सारे खत्म हो जाएंगे, and you will become a healthy individual, right? So let's begin with our session today. So I'll quickly start with my presentation. Okay, so friends, like whenever we have this topic, right, diabetes, so there are a lot of questions which come into the minds of people, right? Many people ask me whether my weight is near to BMI, but I have a little tummy, so am I diabetic? Or like, I ask them, people, do you feel drowsy, or how do you feel after you take your meal? If you feel drowsy, lethargic, then there is some problem, right? People say, commonly ask, is diabetic curable, right? Many people think like if their blood sugar levels are within the range, then they are free from medicines, or they are very safe. But is it true? And even I'll tell you, right? I went to a like doctor to just done my preventive checkup done, and I asked him to get my HbA1c tested. So he asked me, why do you need to check, right? Even the diabetic, like even the HbA1c values which are 6.4 are very nominal. You don't need to worry about it. But friend, today we are talking more in terms of preventive care, right? So I will answer your question: can conventional medicine actually treat medicine, or it is just masking the symptoms? Or many people often feel is eating less is a solution. Or many a times when you visit a doctor advise you not to eat ghee, right? Not to take oil, or make me take frequent meals, take small meals, right? Or maybe it's in your mind, like, it's only the exercise which contributes, which can help you in losing your weight. And what is the connection between diabetes and obesity? तो ऐसे बहुत सारे सवाल हैं जो सबके दिमाग में चल रहे होंगे, या आपने सोचा भी होगा कि is diabetes only about blood sugar levels? अगर मैं if I'm not taking sugar from my diet, then why my diabetes is rising? Or there are a lot of myths around us, and we don't find a solution. Correct. So friend, let's start and let's understand, like, when we talk about diabetes, where we are actually and what should we think about it. So many a times, we just see diabetes as a high blood sugar levels, but that's just the progression, that's just a starting point. Many of us may not realize when we get diagnosed with high blood sugar level, that's just an indicator of upcoming diseases which we might have to face, right? If I ask you, friends, raise your hand if you are being diabetic and your doctor has advised you some pills for blood pressure. I just want to see some raise of hand. You can just, click hi, you can raise hand, you can show me some emojis in the chat section, right? Or if you are a diabetic, or you have heard of your friend or someone in your network who has diabetic and they feel their vision is getting blurred. Anyone? Or maybe you have heard he's used to be a diabetic for 10 years and now he's feeling, chest pain or some sort of, congestion, or he just survived a heart attack. Anyone? Or maybe they have gone some angioplasty. So friends, what I'm trying to tell you here, like many a times we feel if our blood sugar levels are within the range, then definitely there is no way to look at as a danger. But that's a big mistake. That's a tragedy. Because in India, if you find there are lots and lots of people suffering from diabetes who are facing the issue of kidney failure, right? Amputation in feet. I have a client from US and he was telling me, buddy, like I'm just 31 and because of this high sugar level, I feel, so much of nervous pain in my leg. And it is to an extent that I cannot even, miss a day without a pill. And that's leave it apart. Diabetes used to be a problem for people above 40 plus, but that's not the case anymore. Do you know why, friends? Aajkal, like there are people in IT sector, like I have a friend who had a diabetes and HbA1c of 6.4, oh sorry, 7.4, and he was just 34. So I was just like shocked. Look, today it's not about the age. Even people into early 30s, they are so much getting, getting used to these problems. So how and why? And what we are doing right now. So friends, normally people think, when we take medicine that can take care of their all problems, right? And obviously like the information which we are sharing today is something which is coming from, researches in the last decades. And trust me, friend, this is something you can say a magic thing, or this is a concept which has evolved in last 10 to 15 years. There is a scientist, or you can say there is a nephrologist by Jason Fung, and he has evolved this particular book, the diabetic code, and he has listed down several methodologies of ways by which people who had been suffering from diabetic for long years, right, people who had been taking insulin injections, right, they could able to reverse their diabetes, right? You can see on the screen there are people whose diabetes never came below 120, and just after following this concept within a 2 weeks it worked out. And you will listen today, there would be friends, there are people who have done it in real life, and you would be surprised to know what, if it is so, then why are doctors and why physicians are not telling? I leave that answer to you. Why they are not telling to you? Because my goal is not to get into that, but definitely my goal is to give you an insights what is possible. And if you feel that you had been diabetic for long years, आपकी diabetes बहुत लंबे सिरे से है, and अभी medicine is the only way, then good news is you are at the right place. This is the place where you can overcome all your health challenges, right? So most of the time when people get diagnosed with sugar, right, what they do, they rush to a doctor, they get their diagnosis done, and doctor recommend them some pills, right? You might know metformin, right? But friends, you need to understand, right, according to WHO and ADA, which is American Association, right, Dietitian Association, they said diabetes should be treated with diet, right? It's not a disease, and it can only be taken care with drugs in uncontrolled conditions. So are you getting me? So now we need to understand like what is this diabetes all about and how we actually get to the state, right? Is it a one-day phenomena or what? So I'll just try to connect with you one-on-one, and I'll start with sharing one small analogy. Okay, so try to understand, friend, that diabetes is not just about high blood sugar level, first of all, right? So how it happens? So we need to understand that diabetes about insulin resistance, right? So this is about a hormone which you all might have heard of, right? It's, I guess, how many of you have heard about it? Can you just type it in the chat box? Right. So insulin is like more of a notorious hormone, like not everybody like it. And You might have heard about it. Okay, my insulin level is dropping down, it is going up, my body is not making enough of it, and so many things. And many a time you may not know much about it, right? So let's try to understand and decode, why I'm being diabetic now. So in Indian culture, right, what we feel or what our parents made us believe that breakfast is just like, king. You should eat like a king, very heavy breakfast. And definitely, how many of you are doing it? Like, I also believe that you should take breakfast and you should never skip the breakfast. आप भी बिलीव करते हैं कि ब्रेकफास्ट को स्किप नहीं करना चाहिए? अगर हाँ, तो टाइप इट इन द कमेंट बॉक्स. आई वुड लाइक टू सी दैट. राइट. एंड होता क्या है कि व्हेन वी स्टार्ट आवर डे, we start with some breakfast and then we rush to our office. And ऑफिस पे जाके क्या होता है? सबसे पहले टी, और then you're going to any meeting, then वहाँ पे कुछ snacks, right? Or maybe then lunch break, you have your tiffin, and then evening you have some tea break or some refreshments, and then while you come down from office to home, you get some snacks into it, some momos or some small chit chat, right? And when you reach home, it's already 8 and 9, you are taking your dinner. And definitely by the time you reach 9, you reach home, you're ready for sleep, you take your milk. So tell me one thing, starting from day until you retire, what we are doing actually? Just imagine yourself and just look out. I want you to rethink, check yourself. Everybody just look around or check yourself from the time you wake up till the time you go to bed. How many times you are feeding your mouth? How many times you're gulping something inside your tummy? Tell me front. If you see, like, we are taking so much of food or glucose, sugar into our body, right? What happens is whenever we eat something, right, it releases some glucose, which we often call as sugar, right? That glucose is called as sugar in layman language, right? So that sugar starts building up in your body, in your blood. And now the hormone like insulin come into the picture. Right? The insulin is more of a distribution channel, right? Insulin role is to distribute energy to all the cells in the body, right? And it does it really well. But problem comes when insulin says, boss, I just need this much 10 units of energy and you're giving me 50 energy, like 50 quantity or 50 units of energy. What to do? I'll just put it as a storage in the form of fat. What it does, it put that excess of energy and store it in the form of fat, right? And just imagine, like, our body is just like, you can imagine a bus, and all the seats in a bus like a cell. And if a period of time you continue following a routine where you're eating good amount of food, over few hours or repeatedly, so your the energy levels or that bus becomes very crowded, just like passenger is full, or you can say Amir Khan first day, first show. Right. So in that case, what happens that your whole bus or whole body is overflowing with energy and glucose, right? And now when you're trying to put extra passenger in, what happens? Like, you don't need to come out, right? So in that case, what happens? Your body is already overflowing it, right? And sugar is accumulating inside your body, and your body cannot take further sugar into it. And that is the condition which we call insulin resistance. Okay, so I'll just go back to my slide and I'll tell you, friends, like, these sugar levels, when it builds up, it start overflowing, right? And that is the condition when our body cells start deteriorating. That is why you can see, problems like heart disease, lipid problem, because that excess fat is getting stored there, right? So now what your medicine does, medicine is just like trying to push or ram that excess glucose back into the organs. That is why when that glucose, that sugar touches your vision get affected. When it reaches your heart, right, you have this angioplasty or your blockages. When it turns into your kidneys, when it turns into your fat, into liver, fatty liver, or when it turns into your ovaries, it becomes PCOD, right? So this is the condition of insulin resistance. Okay, now. So now many a times when we check our blood sugar levels after taking the pills, we find it's all right. But it is just as equal as that you just imagine that in your home you have a lot of garbage, and instead of putting that garbage out of the home, what we have done is we have just put it back under the carpet, right? So if you look from front, you will not find the garbage, but when you know that it's still inside, right? So that is the role which medicine is just trying to mask the symptoms rather than treating it from inside. So now what is the solution? How we can reverse that phenomena, right? So now we need to understand that here we are talking about type 2 diabetes, right? In type 2 diabetes, we need to understand that insulin response is different with different foods. As you can see in the screen on left to right, on the left hand side, there are certain foods which helps you to spike, which helps to cut down fat, or which doesn't release insulin. In short, it doesn't store energy in the body, right? So many a times when doctor tells you don't take ghee, oil, so we don't approve of it. We feel like taking ghee and fat doesn't going to make you fat. And on the other side, it is going to help you. But yes, we don't recommend refined oil, but definitely ghee and fat are good sources. And if you can see good protein sources here, right? You can take non-veg also. If you are a non-vegetarian, then it's a good news that you can still get over of your diabetes and fat, right? And as you can see in the third is vegetables, then tubers, and then rice and, more of refined carbs. So we should always be considering our focus on the left-hand side of the food items, right? And it will enable you to lose that extra toxin which are already accumulated in the body. And how that happens? So this is a process which happens in our body, right? So we have learned that whenever we eat, our body starts forming fat into the body. But now we need to understand the other process, which is the most important one and which is being taught in that particular book and which is helping lots of people in Wilson. Like in Wilson have helped more than 35,000, correct? Helped more than 35,000 people to overcome their pre-diabetic and diabetic condition in last couple of years. And how we do it is, like, as you can see, as the body goes into the mode of fasting, or when the external supply to sugar of the body goes down, so we generate, or our body pancreas generate a hormone called glucagon, which tries to use that stored reserves of sugar and convert it back, so that we start utilizing the stored reserves of fat in our body. And in that case, your sugar starts coming down from your organs and it start using inside in your body itself. So this is the best way, right? That we are flushing the toxins out of our organs and making them breathe. Otherwise, we are just putting that excess toxin back into the organs. What's the use of it? Getting it? Because if you're putting it back again, then you are increasing your pills only. But if you're flushing that toxin back out, then definitely you can overcome your insulin resistance. So this is how it works. Okay, so what are the contributing factors here? So definitely, as you can see, while we talk about nutrition, so two things plays a very big role. And वो दो चीजें क्या हैं? One is low carb diet. As you can see on that scale, I mentioned about the carb and composition, and second is intermittent fasting. Right now, many a times people find it different. They say that we have done fasting, but it doesn't work for me. But try to understand, friend, when we do intermittent fasting, you need to understand there is a difference between fasting and starvation. And many of time people don't know whether they are fasting or whether they are in starving. So that is why we recommend that fasting should be done under a supervision of a expert only. Otherwise, you can do more damage to your body rather than helping it. And there are very good results of fasting, but what kind of fasting will suit you? It depends upon your body type and your coach. And it not doesn't mean that you are starving and you're putting yourself to, uh, cravings. You will learn more when we call our panelists on the stage, right? So now this is the last slide which we talk about. So ultimately, when it boils down to what we need to do, okay, so we say there are 4 pillars of optimum health, right, which we need to focus upon. We have already mentioned about the diet, right? Like it is really important to focus on 2 areas, right? What you eat and when you eat. The timings, frequency of eating is also important. If you keep eating, then your blood sugar level will start increasing every time you put anything in your mouth. So it is not recommended to take frequent meals. Rather, we suggest take 2 to 3 meals, and that too in a way which is more of making sure that your insulin is not rising up, right? So talking about other aspect, exercise. Exercise is also advantageous when it comes to taking more of glucose back from body to utilize it further. So it releases good hormones, which further reduces your sugar levels and helps you to overcome your diabetic condition. Stress. Stress is again, there is one more factor. Like we have cortisol hormones and other hormones which increases the blood sugar levels. So if you are in a stress condition, or if you are having some official stress, personal stress, relationship stress, then there is a high probability that you might have your HbA1c high, right? So make sure you are having a positive mindset and rest. Rest is also important factor because all your healing starts when you are on rest. When your body is at rest, you are having that good night's sleep, because recovery, healing, and everything, right? There is a scientist by the name who got a Nobel Prize for the concept of autophagy, which says our body is good enough to eat away all the junk, all the toxins, all the bad cells, provided it is giving enough time to heal. And that can only happen when we do uh, when we take a break, and when we make sure that we have a good night's sleep and without any stress. So with this, now we will move to the second part of the session, where I will invite my senior coach, Mr. Hariharan, who has been the pioneer and the one who is helping hundreds of people to reverse their diabetes. So he will be introducing some of the panelists, and stay tuned, and he will get how things work in practicality. So over to you, Hari.
Okay, thank you so much, Vaibhav. And it's an privilege for me to host this panelist session. So as Vaibhav and Shruti has discussed, like we are part of Wilson's community. Wilson's is like last year we have served more than 2.5 lakh people through our community to reverse various lifestyle disorders, like reversing pre-diabetes, diabetes condition, PCOD, PCOS, weight loss issue, and many more. And this year, like we are determined to reach out to more than 10 lakh people through our community, and we are on the process. So like there are a lot of people who have got very good results with respect to reversing their pre-diabetic or diabetic condition through our community. And I would like to invite few of them, to share their experience, and like they will be able to like to invite Umesh ji. Umesh ji is like, you can on your video, Umesh ji. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar, sir.
Yes, sir is from like, just a moment. Okay.
I'm from Jaipur, sir.
Yes, you are from Jaipur, and sir is a government servant. And like, share your experience, like so how did the community, you got introduced to the community, and what are the results that you are seeing? You can share with us. Over to you, sir. Sir, you are on mute, sir. Yes.
आपको आवाज आ रहा है, sir?
Yes, yes, all right.
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, yes, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम उमेश है और मैं जयपुर राजस्थान से बिलोंग करता हूँ। मेरे कोच मिस्टर वैभव और मेरे मेंटर मिस्टर हरी हैं। मैं आज आपको अपनी जर्नी के बारे में बताऊं कि मुझे ये पता ही नहीं था कि मैं डायबिटिक हूँ, और एज एम एन स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन, आई एम प्लेइंग बैडमिंटन, आई थिंक मुझे मेरी बॉडी ने कभी ये फील ही नहीं करने दिया।
Better if you can share in English, sir.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. As I am a sports person, so my body never give me any transactions that I am a diabetic. And few more months ago, one of my friends says to check full body checkup. While I got very least prices of full body checkups. Then I check and found my diabetes level, my HbA1c level is 8.2. And my personal doctor says, don't worry, this will come anytime. So you get start your playing, and if you feel some drowsiness, then you can take a small pill of metformin 20 mg. But the same day I say to my doctor, sir, till whole life I committed that I never take any allopathic medicine. And at the same time, after 2 months, I met Mr. Vaibhav on a YouTube, on a WhatsApp platform, and I share my problem with him. He says, sir, no problem. You are just go for once again, you go for some full body checkups. I go my full body checkups and get my HbA1c as 7.4 just before 32 days of before from today. Mr. Vaibhav tell me, actually, the myth in the field of medicine or pharma or in allopathy that once you have got uh, diabetic, you can never get reverse this. But my brain says no. I can reverse diabetes without medicines. I never feel I am a diabetic person, and then my journey starts. I think 1 month before with Mr. Bhavav, and in the starting of first week, I have some doubts like that when I take my medicine, when I take my
Umesh is there?
I think his network dropped, Hari. So I will share his transformation pic by the time, like his reports.
Yes, yes. You are able to see, like I'm sharing
No, we cannot see Hari. Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I have shared it. So
Yes,
I
yes,
can see. So
yes.
this is his
Yes.
transformation pic. Like we started off on 29th of December, he got his blood test done, and like after approximately you can say 4 to 5 weeks, he could able to see the change, like the HbA1c dropped by 6.4. And this is the results. If you can see from here, like when we started in the month of December end, so it was somewhere between 7.4, and we did get it done again after 15 days. So it dropped from 7.4 to 6.9. And then again after 15-20 days, we got it done again, and we could able to come back to 6.4. So like as we can see, within a span of 30 days or 32 days, he could able to reduce it by 7.4 to 6.4. And in terms of like medicines, definitely he never took any medicines. And
Yes,
definitely,
Umesh ji has joined. I think Umesh ji.
yes,
Yes, yes.
yes, sir.
Please continue.
Yes, sir.
Please continue.
Some unwanted call is there, and my
No issues.
connection is dropped.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Uh, Sir, I want to tell all the listeners that we have three most important points in this journey. First one is commitment to yourself, that I can treat myself without allopathy medicine. This commitment you have to do with yourself. Second one is you have to faith on your coach, on your mentor. And third one is education. I think this is the first one, that you have to educate yourself that what is this HbA1c, what is the parameter, what are the fasting sugar. And I thanks to all of both of you, Mr. Hari and Mr. Weber, that you take me out of this brainstorming. And first week I have very confusion that whether I have got yes or no. And after first week I met on call with Mr. Hari, and you just tell me no, not to be worried for daily sugar readings. I am in doubt about taking my protein, and you just tell me that take your protein in 500 ml of buttermilk. This works. I don't know this works physically or not, but this works me very mentally very great. And then till then the journey I got results last week, and high my HbA1c 7.4 to 6.4 in 32 days. And few of my friends are walking with me in morning. When I tell them, they say, no, 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 this is not possible. And you're definitely taking some allopathic pills. but, but sir,
Sir,
that is
how is
true.
your energy levels right now, sir?
Sir, in starting, just like Vaibhav says, I just eat my evening meal and got drowsy. And this time, I I feel very healthy. And in Hindi language, you say कहावत है कि आपके पंख लग जाते हैं, मतलब आप उड़ने लग जाते हैं, मतलब इस तरह से. Though I think what is this feather attached with your body? I don't know ever. But now when I take this uh, process, I feel I am flying. I am feel every time energetic till 10 p.m. And in the morning, I'm a member of 5 a.m. community since last 6 or 7 years. Though there is no problem with me, but still there are some strictness in mind of one of few of my relatives don't like. No, no, no. And even I tell you, sir, that one of my relatives starts pills of BP will with the pills of diabetes. And I say, why you are taking? Then he says, in later stage, after a few years, I know I am a patient of BP, so I start the medicine of BP right now. I am very disappointed. I say him कि आप इसको start करें, and that's my journey. And actually I am in mid of my journey, and you give me a chance to speak in this platform. I want to continue with you after next 2 months or one or half a month, and then I think I will be more happy, more comfortable in my this journey. And really, I am non-diabetic.
Yes, yes. Thanks for your time, Umesh ji. Thanks for coming here and sharing your thoughts. From Umesh ji, we can learn one thing. Like, it is all like why diabetes has come, because there was some disorder in the way we are managing our lifestyle. Absolutely. Okay. When we put it in order, when we make those lifestyle corrections, when we take that balanced diet, when we are balancing those 4 pillars of optimal health, that is when our body tries to recover itself. That is when we make our body to heal itself. For that, we need to give efforts. Like, it is not that allopathic medicines are bad or something like that, but more than that, like these lifestyle changes, this is what will give like the best results when we go like it only heals our body inside. That is the best part. Thank you, Umesh ji. Like, be connected. Like, I will get back to you one more time. And like, next panelist, uh, I would invite Mr. Swami onto the digital screen. Swami, you can unmute and you can on your video. Swami is a school teacher, okay, from Hyderabad, and like, he is busy from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 p.m. He is busy with students. He has to shout, okay, to the students. He has to be on top of his tone whole day. Like, because of various things, he got into diabetic zone, and like, he could reverse his diabetes. And over to you, Swami. You can share your experience.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Swami from Hyderabad. I'm a school teacher in private school. Last 15 years onwards, I'm working as a maths teacher. So maths teacher means we have to do a lot of works. Actually, maths means we have a lot of problems. So I don't know about diabetic, nothing like that. So last 2 years back, like COVID time, before COVID, means March onwards, COVID started in India, I think so. So before COVID, maybe January 2020, so I got a lot of fever. First of all, I got fever. So I don't know about diabetic or BP like that. So when I go to the doctor, consultant doctor, he said that first he checked the BP, blood pressure level. He checked that 1, 2 times. He said that blood pressure is you are getting high, you are unable to unfit to teaching field. But I am worried about why it is getting BP. I'm cool. Why I'm getting BP? I don't know about that. So I want to take some other doctor. Means second opinion. So when I'm taking second opinion, he suggested to go to blood test for glucose levels, sugar levels. So he had small mission and checked that. He said that suddenly you got that diabetic. So I don't know about the diabetic in my family. No one is there. So why I got that? Actually, hereditary problem. Many people got that diabetic. I'm a teacher. Just we are educated. We know why we get that. So in family, no one is getting that. How it is getting, I don't know. I got that diabetic. Suddenly I shocked that. So what I will do that, ask the doctor, he suggested to go related to diabetic doctor. Means he given, when I approach the doctor, he is not suggested anything. And also he is not suggested which meals you are taking or which is avoid. That type of things they are not said. So he given approximately 1000 mg, means morning is 500 mg, evening is 500 mg after meals. So the doctor is given means we can follow that. So I followed that, but I'm worried about if this tablets when you can start in diabetic or BP patient like that. We have till I had now 30 years old. Why I got diabetic? It is still how many years we can. Yes, so it is affected to any organs. Oh, so many people are saying that if you are using this medicine till some years, you have some problems. Am I right? So okay, some any other choice is there without medicine means like we can do that exercise or some other foods you can reduce. Then we can change our medicine, reducing possibility, maybe reducing possibility. But yeah, always I'm checking 1 month onwards. But doctor is not saying anything. Just he is saying that only medicine. Same medicine is repeatedly given. And also, I don't know about that HbA1c. First of all, really, I shocked that because suddenly I went to my relative's house. My cousin brother, when I met, he is a lot of years he got that sugar, diabetic. So that diabetic also insulin is taking last almost he got 20 years age only he got the diabetes. After few years back, he is also insulin started. But unfortunately, his wife is joined in our Wilson's community, one of the coach like Neeraj Garu. So he is suggested Hariharan sir. First of all, she said that it's reversible, possible. Reverse diabetic reverse is possible. So, but we don't know that. We are not heard this word. Actually, diabetic is reversible. All are saying when you got diabetic till till death you are having that only. But I don't know about the diabetic reversible. Yeah, it's possible. She said many times, like 1 month back when I started before 1 month back, 2 times, 3 times. She said that I asked, is it possible or is it right? Is it correct? So we have a lot of doubts. So I confidently I asked that. She said that yes, it's possible. Once you can see that HbA1c test, it's 6 or 7 before it's possible. It is there. I asked our coaches Hariharan sir. She said that. So once a day, she suggested to sir. She introduced Hariharan sir. He said that do that first medicines like HbA1c blood test. Yes, sir. First day I took that HbA1c. So that it is my profile pic. We are seeing that on the screen before my Wilson starting. So actually, she suggested to blood test. Yes, it is also our blood test. She saw that 6.5 or 6.7 is the starting HbA1c. HbA1c 6.5 above is there approximately. I said I saw that. Actually, after that, detox when I started after 3 days also I took the some time. So my HbA1c starting is I think 16th 11 13 11 I think so. So after few days I took the gap, sir. So after that yeah, we have, if you can use that medicines, any health issues will get, I don't know about. Yeah, this is 16th 11, it is first date. I took my HbA1c. This is 6.4 percentage. HbA1c is there. So I don't know about, actually I don't know HbA1c. So 3 months average, like after food, before, generally before food, fasting, and pre-post, that only I know. HbA1c I don't know that. Actually type 2 diabetic also I don't know. Type 1 type 2 is there, that also I don't know actually. So after that, when I say that here at last, so I joined with 6.4 percentage HbA1c, that I reduced within 15 days. I got 6%. So what they are saying, they are giving the instructions. Instruction means not when I starting before, I want to lose everything, means like we can stop food, rice. How it is possible? If we are not taking rice, means we should weak. So health problems will get many hours. I said, why are you stopping that? Unfortunately, when I'm starting 12th, December 12th, I started actually. So I entered into community, well sense community, December 12th. So after December 12th onwards, 27th, 12th, I checked, I got 6% HbA1c. Yes, I first of all, we get appreciate to ILSense and community. Who are they? We suggested, we are my coach. Thank you so much. And also after that, after 15 to 20 days, again I checked SARS own just now. 5.4%. Actually, normally is 5.7. I think in my AP state, my big festival is Bogi festival. That day only I checked that. So I really thank sir, because 5.4% means its normal range is 5.7. So below 0.3% means it is I really appreciate it. No one is that shocked. This much level it's reduced means no one is see that. Yeah, is it genuine? So I'm only in front of you. I'm only there. So actually my photo also some fat to thin is there. So actually in 10th class, I got like the thin actually. So after that, some fat I got. So okay, now anyway, here well since many of the gods, I think so, gods and goddess are there. So I heard why I heard Elsens. I am also so many people I helping to that. And also, sir, thank you so much for giving this opportunity. So, and it's really program. So many fake news we are seeing that within 1 week we are giving products, it is reducing. It's I heard. So when I kept the photo in my status, many of the persons asking that, sir, is it true? You only? Yes, I'm only best example. So I said
Swami,
that.
one more question, like
Yes,
for almost 1.5 years.
sure,
So
sir.
metformin. I just want to understand, like, your diabetes got control, like after using medication or after following the lifestyle and like healthy lifestyle, and when you
Yes.
quit the, like, over a period of time, when you quit that medication. So we just want to understand.
Actually, when I'm taking medicines, like such a doctor giving the medicine also, just that is not curing. That is not cure. It is still, and we have to use the medicine. But why we are using the medicine, I can't understand. Just it should not increase. I'm thinking that it is not reducing. So and also we are eating so many things. Which one you can eat, which one you cannot eat. It is not saying that. First of all, doctor means which one you can eat, which one is not eat means that is not, sir. First of all, that instructions is not given. Okay, and after that, what I had means um yes, sir. When I starting my program, Wilson's program, so everyone is got that problems. First 2 3 days, some problematic is there, sir. Means we are stopping food. So when I stopping the food means I'm like tired in my duty. I'm tired this much. Everyone had a problem. I'm also a little bit problem is there 1 2 days, but after that because we are addicted to the food. So I asked last time some sir is there. That sir I asked that sir food is stopped that you have any problem, any tired means no sir. Now it's I'm healthy now. In previous some tiredness is there, but in my duty morning to evening working means everyone will be tired. But I'm also tired. But till 9:30 I'm working also. Now I'm able to do any work. Now also 9:30 after also I'm strong. So thank you, sir.
Thank you. And what Swami was mentioning is all about balancing the 7 essential nutrients. Like it's not just like eating carbohydrates, it's all about balancing all the essential nutrients, whatever you are deficient in, okay, and balancing the right proportion in your food. That's what is important. Next panelist, I would invite Anwar Sheikh. Okay, Anwar, you can unmute and you can on your video. Anwar is from Hyderabad. Anwar is a software engineer by profession. So over to you, Anwar. You can share your story. Just a
Yeah,
2 to 3 minutes, Anwar. Okay.
yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks,
Yes.
Hari.
Great.
So thanks for this opportunity call. So one thing, you know, I'm an being a techie, so I'm working in IT professional. So how we feel the stress and work, and sometimes you have to shift, rooster, and you have to work from a different timings and all those things. Your food will change, you will lose your sleep, you will get stress and all those things. The same thing happened with me in my career when I started. Then slowly when I moved to night shift, after that my food habits got changed. I stopped playing cricket, I mean sports and everything. So what happened from there, my body got dumping all the food inside, and I got weight increase. Then from getting my food habits has changed, and slowly I was around very lean but not that much lean. I was okay with that. But the thing is, I slowly I moved to 80, 85 and 89 to 90. But from there, I was maintaining my weight, but sometimes I reached to 90 to 93 also. So it was continued. So I met Hari in my office. By the time he was giving some sessions on the health and all those things. So, but like by that time, I took a lighter note on what is also. I thought, okay, we can, nothing is there, so we can do on it on ourselves. Again, we no need to all those things. But later, what happened? COVID, no, it has taught a good lesson to everyone. But I learned many things. So what the main thing what I learned is, you have to listen to your body, you have to understand your body, and you have to talk to yourself on your health, because no one is going to support you on that. So how it has to be. I was 90, and my COVID situation was very horrible by God grace and by Allah's blessing. So I survived because I was there with 107 to 106 for 8 to 10 days. And a moment came that I really struggled, and I thought that this will be my last night, if I don't do something. But I kept that faith on me, and I can fight with this. And then it was anyhow. I came up after having some medication or something. But what COVID has taught. After that, I was completely became day by day. I got symptoms like headache if I move out from home, if I walk for 15-20 minutes, completely body getting tired, all the fingers, the heels and the knees and everything. I got pain, and there is no proper sleep, and face was completely becoming dull, and I was not like that how I was used to be. And I played cricket, I played badminton, went to swimming, all those things, but still I was facing the same 90, 89, 90, 89. And I came to know that I am a pre-diabetic because of my changes in the lifestyle, this because of this COVID and all those things. I really worried because I'm a foodie, because I love to eat food is taste food like biryani, sweets, and all those things I used to. But when I came to know that, I stopped because I don't want to miss all these things in my beautiful life. So that I should not again, if you all fall into a diabetic condition or scenario, you have to lose all these teeny beautiful things, when you want to enjoy with your kids or family or with your friends when you go outside. So I decided myself. Then I talked to Hari personally. Then he suggested me, Anwar, this is a time for you. You are getting, once your age moves, you will feel much more issues if you continue the same habit and lifestyle. Then he suggested me to go and blood test. Then I went. I took my first blood test, complete body checkup on 20th November, that is last 2022. So the thing is, when I saw the report, a few things I know, a few things I don't know, but what I have seen and what the numbers, all are at peak stage. They're completely HbA1c at around some 6.6 or something. My triglycerides, HDL, LDL are all very high ratio, and you can see that my belly was completely blown. If I take a glass of water, also it will the bulge, and I feel something like heavy and all those things. And cravings, more cravings. I used to, if I see something, I feel I want to eat that. But from 20th November, I took that. But after that, it took a time of 1 week or something. I have started my actual diet from the December first week, I think so. So I started my diet of what quantities you have to take, how we have to take, and what is the best time to take, and what you have to intake and what you have to omit, and what you should not take. I followed, as my mentor Hari has mentioned, Hari has said, I completely followed, and I'm following that. I dropped from 90 to 17, and today my weight is 79. And recently I have done one full blood checkup once again from HbA1c. If it is more than 6 or something, you are a pre-diabetic, and my condition has become to 5.6 HbA1c. That is, I am a non-diabetic now, and I'm very happy after this food and what I'm doing, all the things in a correct way. I'm very feeling very light, and I'm easy to walk, and I'm able to play with my kids. And I'm very happy and very I feel that lucky. And I can understand, and many people are seeing me in my area and community. So when I go to walk, so they're feeling that experience, like how I was when they saw, I mean, 6 months back now. After when they don't exactly what I have done, what I have started. So I can understand the things post COVID, during, after COVID. So what we have to do, and how you have to listen to your body, and how, because of the Wilson's community and my mentor, really I'm very happy with this. So what I am, how I am. So what I understood, actually I am not a book reader. I don't listen to all those things, but Hari guided me, and how we have to, because of the food what I have to, I exactly, I don't know, even I haven't done any exercise. Hari suggested me, don't do any exercise right now, Anwar. You have to maintain, and you have to put discipline on your food, on your diet. Just follow me, what I have to say. I followed him for all the days. Now I'm going to continue with him. Like, I have got discipline, what to eat, what not to eat, when to eat, how to eat. And I started loving my body, and I started listening to my body and talking to my body, what to eat, what not to eat, and I started slowly doing my walk. Now I can do I'm doing 8 to 10 kilometers within an hour. So you can feel, even I'm not getting much breathing issues, and my heart rate, it has never crossed even 130 if I walk at high pace also. That's the thing. I lost my laziness and tiredness, and now I'm concentrating on my things, what I can finish. When if I start, I'm full energetic and feeling so light. And I'm very thankful to this Wellsons community. And Hari, really personally very thanks to you. And always, every day I bless you, because because of you, again I am going back to my previous life. And really, see, if you see him, I am getting tears also, because that's really a proud moment for me. So thanks, Hari. Thanks for that.
Okay, thank you so much, Anwar. Like, we also feel blessed, like when we are serving these, like when we are
Yes.
giving our knowledge to people, and when we are adding value to people's life. It is one of the best feelings what we get. Okay,
Thanks.
thank you so
Thanks
much,
to all.
Anwar, and very proud of your commitment and your belief in us and in our community. And yes, that's how we are committed to serve more people, more and more people through our community. So
Thank you.
thank you so
Thank you
much.
all.
And actually, we wanted to give a lot of questions to you and make you answer, but I think we are running short of time. We'll take some question and answers from the like from the people. Okay?
Sure, sure. Yeah, welcome.
Yes, thank you. Like all the attendees, you can just type your questions. We can like, is tea, coffee, or buttermilk breaks intermittent fasting? Very good question, Tripti ji. Okay, the like whatever stimulates the insulin, okay, it actually breaks the fasting actually. Okay, like buttermilk, it is very safe. Okay, like a very diluted kind of buttermilk with some kind of sea salt. You can add some pepper and you can add some jeera into it, and that's one of the best things what you can have during fasting hours. And tea, like all the kind of herbal teas you can have. And coffee, with respect to coffee, you can have black tea, black coffee, and bullet coffee. One of our one recipe is there. You can check with the person who has invited you to this link. They can share you that recipe. That is also very good in that fasting time. Vaibhav, like you can shoot the questions.
Yeah, so Hari, we are having questions like, can we take fruits in if we are having any diabetic issue?
Yes, actually, fruits are like fruits is having some kind of fructose, a kind of sugar in it. That's the reason we try to avoid. But uh, before the ripening stage of certain fruits, okay, we can take them into the diet. But it all depends on like your blood condition, your blood reports. Okay.
Okay.
Based on blood reports, we can suggest you even better.
Okay. So, Hari, next question is like, how much time, like, how can somebody get rid of their medicine with the diet? Like, do they need to continue with the medicine, or can they stop medicine and start the diet? How does it work?
Yes, actually, very good question. This is one of the best questions. So, like, initially, we don't recommend you to stop the medication right away. Okay. So, when we are progressing through our diet, okay, when we are seeing the levels dropping down in your blood sugar level, like when they are coming down, that is when like we can reduce the dosage of medication. And reducing the dosage of medication, it is not only just based on their sugar values. There are certain other parameters, like we want to know how much is your vitamin D. Why? Because vitamin D is one thing. If you are low on vitamin D, your sugar levels will keep on fluctuating drastically. Like your blood sugar may be 300, 340 today. Just for example, if you are vitamin D deficient and when you are into diet, it can suddenly drop down to 150, 200. That is not a good sign. Okay, we need to monitor many other parameters when you are like on the process of reducing the medication.
Okay. Hari,
Next
next
question.
question is like, people are asking that I am not taking sugar, like
Mhm.
white sugar in my diet, but still my blood sugar levels are not dropping.
Actually, this is a kind of very typical question. Like most of the people think that like having diabetes, it is just only because of intake of sugars. It is not that case. Okay, like the higher the like carbohydrates, especially the refined carbohydrates, they contribute a major part. Okay, when it comes to diabetes or insulin resistant, whatever Vaibhav has mentioned. Like refined carbohydrates means refined oils, refined rice. Okay, everything it comes into uh, the front.
Okay. So Hari, next question is like, what about people who are already having insulin injections? Are they already taking insulin? So can they also get rid of their insulin dosages?
Actually, we can put you into maintenance type. Okay, like we certainly we don't like treat type 1 diabetes as a condition, but we can incorporate certain changes in your lifestyle. We can teach you few things like even what our people feel, like the people who are into the diet. It's more about education,
Okay. Okay.
learning that right skills. Okay, like we are exploring moon, we are exploring Mars. Okay, we are exploring everything, but we are not enough well educated with respect to our own body. We are not educated with respect to the kind of food we need to take. Okay, like the Wilson's program is all about getting the education right. That's what I feel. You will get that kind of education enough through this in this process.
Okay, so you mean to say like there are chances that we can reduce the quantity of insulin, but we cannot ascertain them because we
We
first have to
don't promise
test them.
anything. We
Correct.
don't promise anything, but like when you are doing that lifestyle changes, when your insulin levels are coming down, when the reports are improving, you may reduce.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So one more thing, Hari, like people are often confused, like they are having good amount of, let's say, blood sugar, random sugar level, let's say 120 or 115 after their meal in the night, and they are doing intermittent fasting. But eventually, once they check their sugar level in the morning, right, it immediately shoots up, let's say 125, 130, so more than what they had in the evening after their meals. So why is it so? Like why the morning sugar levels are always higher side, in spite they are not eating anything after their last meal?
Okay, fantastic. Very good question. Like, see, uh, the morning blood sugar levels, they are bit misleading. Okay, I would say, because it all depends on the previous day meal, evening meal, whatever you had. Okay, and that previous day, okay, the previous day, afternoon or morning, whatever you had. If you had some more of refined carbs, definitely like it will fluctuate. Okay, like that's the reason we always insist like once in 15 days or once in a month to get HbA1c test done. Okay, that is more right parameter. And there is something called dawn phenomena. Okay, this dawn phenomena, like we need to understand this. Okay, this is the way that God has designed our body. Okay, see, whenever in the morning when you wake up, okay, you need a lot of energy to wake up right and do your things. Okay, and that is when the hormones are released in the right proportion, right way. Okay, to give the right amount of energy to you. Okay, in order to do your morning activities in a very, very smoother way without having loss of energy. That is what the God has created our system. Okay, that is how the fasting blood sugars, it shoots up. Okay, it shows bit high. But when you check after 9 or 9:30, that is when the right parameters, there will be a lot of difference. And you can add something to it, Bhagav.
Okay, then we have one more question coming. Like, do we have any side effect using multivitamins more, and any post complications once we stop using multivitamins?
Yes, actually, multivitamins are very much essential as a supplement to take at this point of time. Why? Because the food what we eat, they are processed in many stages, and like when the food is grown, okay, it takes almost 2 to 3 days to come into the market. We buy it, we store it in our refrigerator for 2 or 3 more days. Then we cook. Okay, and the cooking process is also not the, like we are in a hurry. We like cook the food in high flame and everything. There is a lot of nutrition losses in this process. So taking multivitamin, multimineral, it's a very good option. Okay, but you need to choose the right brand. You need to check whether it is like organically sourced. Okay, you need to check the credentials of the company what you are using, and based on your reports, based on your parameters, your coach can recommend you the best one.
Okay, so Hari, we are short of time, so we just take last one question more.
Yes.
Okay. So the question is like we have understood whatever you have shared with us right now. So why don't physicians and doctors tell these things which you are sharing? Like why they recommend us medicines for all the things?
Absolutely. Actually, very good question. I don't know who has asked it. See, to get somebody from diabetes to pre-diabetes or normal stage, it takes a lot of time. Okay, like it involves a lot of educating the person. Okay, from the scratch. That is very, very important. It is not uh, like give a quick fix solution. Diabetes reversal is not that kind of thing. You need to you need to be in touch with your coach. You need to disturb him. You need to take proper counseling from him. You need to ask a lot of questions. Why is it happening this way? Why not this way? Why are you suggesting this way? Why not this? This is what I heard from some other source. This is what you are telling. It involves a lot of clarification. It involves a lot of tracking. Even for Anwar or Swami or Umesh ji, we have been tracking them at least for starting 15 days. Every day, every meal we are tracking them. We are educating them the right way. We are telling them why to just not like you need to take this, you need to avoid this. It is why you need to take certain kind of foods, why you should then take it. It involves a lot of knowledge sharing, which the busy doctors, medical professionals cannot give time for. Okay. That is how the communities which are associated with preventive healthcare. That's why they are thriving these days, especially post-COVID. Hope I
Um,
answered your question.
I really
You want
appreciate.
to add something to this question, Vaibhav?
Yeah, Hari, like definitely you have like nailed the question very well because like whenever we are on diet or whenever we are on lifestyle changes, so like how our body respond, because our body is has a phenomena called homeostasis. So what homeostasis means that body has a self-regulating mechanism. For example, if your temperature of one part of body is increasing, right, so body will try to divert the blood flow from that part so that it becomes cold. Similarly, if somebody is becoming cold, body will divert the blood flow towards it. So as I say, the body has a lot of good, you can say conditioning, or they have their own brains how to treat your diabetes. Only thing in well sense, we help you listen to your body. If I have to sum up is, we help you understand your body and listen the signals and communicate well. And going forward, like many people often ask us, if we get off this diet of this program, will diabetes return or do we again get to the same state? So my answer to all of you friend is like diabetes is not about just a 1 day or 2 day or 1 month game. It's about the resistance. And resistance can only be built up when we follow a routine. Like for example, if you are going to a noisy place, right? For the first day, it may sound like little bit noisy or irritating. If you go on the second day again, but if you keep on going, your body will adapt to it and that resistance will build up. But if you go 1 day and then you go after 10th day again, your body will feel little irritating. You will not, get used to it. So similarly, once you complete the diet, if you go back to the same routine and having a lot of carbs and sugar, then obviously you can get into the same state. But if you eat once in a while some cheat days, some of your good foods and good item which you love, again resistance will not build up, right? So with this, I conclude the session by wishing all of you and our chief guest, Mr. Hariharan, and all the panelists who took out time from the busy schedule and came forward to share their experiences. And I'm sure, like people who have watched their stories and listened to them, they have got some faith and belief that this is not just a diet program which we are talking here. We are here with the motive of educating people and educating their generations, right? So even if you feel like there are some more questions left out, which we couldn't take, so I request you to go reach out to the person who has invited you into the session. And I feel like there are certain people who may not understand English. They come from different regional language. Like we have people joining from different parts of the country. Like अगर if you are a Hindi speaking person, तो आप उनसे कनेक्ट कर सकते हो जिसने आपको इनवाइट किया, बिकॉज वी हैव मोर सेशंस जो हिंदी में या आपकी रीजनल लैंग्वेज में ऑलरेडी हम लोग कंडक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो यू कैन गेट मोर क्लैरिटी. एंड इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट योर जर्नी विद अस, सो अगेन like you can connect to the admin of the WhatsApp group जिनसे आप connected हैं, and they will explain you the whole process and how it works. So once again, thank you all of you, all the viewers, for being a patient listening audience, and we will again catch up next time with another theme, maybe with respect to women hormonal issues, infertilities, thyroid and PCOD. So till then, stay happy and enjoy. Take care.